Hello my dear students, today we are going to learn lesson number 2.2 of English, that is nature created man and woman as equal. In this lesson we will see the mother discuss with her 12 years old daughter the topic God created man and women as equal.
Nature created man and woman as equal. The house and its surroundings are a sight of peace in the early morning of April. It nestles by the side of a small stream of crystal clear water. The stream tumbles down the green mountains only 2 miles or so away. There is a stretch of hundreds of acres of fertile land rolling with the yellow mustard flowers between the mountain range and the house. A garden is in front of the house. Trees of many kinds bearing flowers of various hues and fruits grow on all sides of the house. The courtyard smells of jasmine which blooms in bunches of the white petals. The fragrance mingles with the thin smoke that rises from sweet smelling incense sticks. The burning incense sticks are glowing at the altar of God in the middle of the courtyard. Nestle's Mills is close to, rolling, extending in long gentle slope, and fragrance, pleasant smell. Ashangbi is in her reading room and is busy writing an article. She is a middle-aged mother of 3 children and a journalist and women's rights activist. Lanthoi, her youngest daughter, enters the room. She is an intelligent girl. Today she looks thoughtful and she takes a seat by her mother's side. At the sight of her children, Ashangbi lovingly asks, "Have you finished your study, my dear?" "Yes, mother, I finished it last night. Today being Sunday, I want to do something interesting," Lanthoi says and waits for her mother's response. "Tell me what you want to do," Ashangbi asks her, quite amused. "Mother, tomorrow I am going to represent the Sarai Lily House as a speaker in symposium at our school. The topic is God created man and women as equals. Will you spare some time to have a discuss with me?" Lanthoi presses and her mother. Symposium means a meeting at which experts have discussed on a particular subject. Presses on persuades someone to do something. Lanthoi has just had a discussion with her father on the topic. Tomba, her father, is a husband supportive of the activist of his wife and a loving father. He is a lawyer and a social worker who advocates the cause of women. He is always proud of his wife, the 2 daughters and the son. In times of need, he extends his helping hand to his wife and children and to do the society at large. He does not discriminate between a man's work and a woman's work anywhere. He shares equally with his wife in doing the household chores like cleaning, washing, cooking and feeding the children. Had he not shared in these activities in the way he does, his wife would not have been a successful professional. He wholeheartedly believes in equality irrespective of class, religion and gender. In his discussion with his daughter, he laments over the great injustice done on women in the society, telling her, "My dear child, the world is still full of inequalities. We have to find a way to bring equality between man and women." Discrimination means treat one person or group better or worse than another, or in an unfair way. Gender means fact of being male or female. Laments means express grief and sorrow. Her father's words are still ringing in the ears of Lenthoi, and she tells her mother of what her father has told her, appreciative of her husband for his view. Ashangbi says, "Your father is right. In no society do women enjoy the same opportunities enjoyed by man. It is because of your father that I feel no differences or inequality at home. But outside our home, I have seen that women have been subjugated in many ways. It is against the will of God. God has sent man and women to our earth to share the joys and sorrow of the life equally, to share his blessing and to enjoy the bounty of nature equally." This is what your topic means. Subjugated means controlled and dominated over. Ashangbi knows well that man and women are equal. Women who are half of the human race are as important as man. She writes and talks about such topics. Her daughter, though a child, also understands well that her mother is not a person of lesser quality than her father. She says, "Our home is full of love with you, mother." The mother beams with joy at the words of her daughter. As a matter of fact, mother is the fountain of love in a family. This bond of love is beyond comparison with anything else in the world. It is because of this that motherhood has been glorified and women accept the challenges in life to become a mother. Glorify means praised. Showering deep affection, Ashangbi continues, "Pioneer women testify to the equality of women with man. Actually, life is not possible without both women and man." Lenthoi has been fascinated by the stories of pioneer women. Her grandmother had narrated many stories of the brave queens like Lenthoi Gambi and Kuranga Naini, who were as brave as kings. There were also many brave women among the common people. These women, as her grandmother narrated, were makers of home, family, society, and the nation. They were civilizing influences. At the same time, they were also adventurers who claimed their shares in free land, plucked and raised crops with their own hands and drove cattle. Modern women have become mountaineers, naturalists, astronauts, scientists, soldiers, and political leaders. This proves that there is nothing a woman cannot do, and also that women and man were created as equal. Pioneer means a person who is among the first to take up a cause, especially in a new region. Testify, provide proof or evidence. And Civilizing means educating. Then she asked her mother further, Mother, you have thrown light on the equality of man and women and also have emphasized that the word is still an unequal word. Then, what I would like to know is if there are moral, social, and legal provisions to enable women to express their physical and mental potential and to set themselves free from suppressions. Amazed at the curiosity of her daughter, Ashangbi adds, there are many under the aegis of the United Nations. There is a declaration for a new word of equality. It has the following dimensions: equal access to basic social services including health and education, equal participation in political and economic decision making, equal reward for equal work, and elimination of discrimination and violence against women. Through light on means to give information or explanation. Legal means related to law. And potential, the qualities that exist and can be developed. Under the aegis, with the protection or support of. Dimensions means expect. Elimination, getting rid of. Then the mother concluded, My dear daughter, we can affirm along with the United Nations that man and women are equals. Lenthoi understands what her mother means and what the topic of the symposium means, thus confident of success. The next day, after thanking her mother, the girl of 12 happily rushes out of the room in the bright morning sun. The blue sky meets the range of the eastern mountains. The small girl is always fascinated by the small trail which winds up the distant purple mountain.
So my dear students, I hope you understood this story. Thank you. Have a good day.